Hi, welcome to Learn English and Practice with Marie. Today we're going to do Advanced Vocabulary Builder lesson number 42, where we'll go through 10 advanced words and talk about their definitions, parts of speech, and a couple of example sentences for each. We'll finish with a story so we get some extra practice. And this is a series, so if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Let's go ahead and hop in. First, listen to me read the words. Rancid, rescind, empirical, puerile, aspire, aspersion, entail, surrogate, affluent, avenge. First, we have rancid. This means having a terrible taste or smell. It's an adjective. So a good example of where I hear this word a lot is with milk. If milk sours, if it goes bad, if it's got little clumps in it, we can use the word rancid to describe that milk. Examples we have here of sentences are, the kitchen was filled with the unpleasant odor of rancid food left unattended for days. The milk in the fridge had turned rancid, and it was no longer safe to consume. Rescind. This means to take back, repeal. It's a verb. So, for example, a company might rescind a job offer if they no longer want to employ someone who they had made an offer of employment to. Examples are, the restaurant had to rescind its offer of free desserts due to a change in company policy. The company's decision to rescind the work from home policy was met with disappointment by the employees. Empirical. This means based on, concerned with, or verifiable by observation or experience rather than theory or pure logic. It's an adjective. So when you hear empirical, you think of stats, statistics, numbers, data. Something that's empirically based is based on verifiable facts. Examples are, the scientists conducted an empirical study to gather data and draw objective conclusions about the effectiveness of the new drug. The empirical data showed a clear correlation between sleep patterns and overall well-being. Next we have puerile. This means juvenile, immature. It's an adjective. And it's almost an insult. It's a negative thing to be associated with. So you would call someone who's acting not their age, who's acting immature, who's handling a situation poorly, puerile. Examples are, his puerile behavior during the important meeting showed his lack of maturity and professionalism. She decided to divorce her husband after his consistently puerile behavior. Aspire. This means to long for, aim towards, and it's a verb. So, for example, I aspired to be a mathematician when I was a child. And sure, I learned some math, didn't end up becoming a mathematician, but to aspire means to try to do something or want to do something in the future. Examples are, from a young age, she aspired to become a successful entrepreneur and build her own business empire. Many young athletes aspire to compete in the Olympics and represent their country on the world stage. Aspersion. This means an attack on the reputation or integrity of someone or something, and it's a noun. So to direct an aspersion at someone is to insult or attack them. It's a very negative word, and you definitely don't want an aspersion cast on you. Examples are, he cast an aspersion on her character by spreading false rumors about her. Making baseless accusations and casting aspersions on others' motives can damage relationships. Entail. This means to include as a necessary step. It's a verb. So, making a YouTube video like this entails recording the video, editing out mistakes, putting in the visuals, and uploading it to YouTube. Those are the steps that are entailed in making a YouTube video. Examples are, starting a new business can entail a lot of risks and uncertainties. Joining the expedition would entail months of rigorous training and preparation. Surrogate. This means one acting in place of another. It's a noun. So you'll often hear this word in the context of a woman who is carrying a baby that is not necessarily her own, but she's a surrogate for another person or couple. So examples are the couple decided to use a surrogate mother to carry their baby to term. The professor appointed a student as a surrogate to lead the group discussion in his absence. Affluent. This means having a great deal of money as an adjective, wealthy as an adjective. So someone who's affluent can also be described as rich, wealthy. They have a lot of money, they have a lot of resources. Examples are the neighborhood is known for its affluent residents and luxurious homes. The charity gala aimed to raise funds to support the education of less affluent children. Avenge. This means to seek revenge. It's a verb. And those of you who are comic book fans might know about the Avengers. They go out and they try to get justice for those who need it. They try to seek revenge. Examples are he sought to avenge the injustice done to his family by bringing the perpetrators to justice. The protagonist trained hard to avenge his defeat in the previous championship. So, let's do a story where we can practice with these words. Listen to me read. Sarah and Jack, a young couple, sat down at the kitchen table with travel brochures spread out in front of them. They were excitedly planning their dream vacation. I really aspire to explore someplace exotic, Sarah said, her eyes sparkling with wanderlust. Perhaps we should consider an affluent island getaway, Jack suggested, pointing at a luxurious resort in a travel magazine. Sarah nodded in agreement, but she couldn't help but feeling a hint of doubt at the cost. It sounds amazing, but it might entail a higher budget than we planned, she said thoughtfully. They decided to do some empirical research, diving into online reviews and traveler forums to get a better idea of the destinations. They wanted a memorable vacation, not one that would turn out to be a puerile mistake. After thorough deliberation, they settled on a charming coastal town. This place seems perfect, Jack said with satisfaction, and it won't require us to rescind any of our plans. As they continued planning, Sarah couldn't help but feel a bit uneasy about leaving their beloved pets behind. Maybe we could find a surrogate to take care of them while we're away, she suggested. Jack appreciated Sarah's concern and started looking for reputable pet sitters. We can't afford any aspersions cast on the well-being of our furry friends, he remarked. Finally, their vacation was booked, and they were ready for their adventure. However, as the departure date approached, they faced a minor setback. The refrigerator malfunctioned, leaving an unpleasant odor of rancid food in the kitchen. Despite this hiccup, Sarah and Jack didn't let it dampen their excitement. They were determined to make the most of their vacation, leaving the worries behind and ready to avenge the stress of their busy lives with a well-deserved break. So, let's listen to me read the words one more time. Rancid, rescind, empirical, puerile, aspire, aspersion, entail, surrogate, affluent, avenge. Great job today. There are other videos just like this. Like I said in the beginning, this is a series, so feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll put playlists and videos right here, and feel free to ask any questions about these words in the comments below. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!